Hi there, we revisited the Goodwill in Newport, Pennsylvania, and the first thing that I found was this Dorothy Thorpe creamer and sugar bowl set. I had never found Dorothy Thorpe in the wild before, and this has a little bit of typical age to the silver band. There is a scratch on the bottom of the sugar bowl, but other than that, they are in great shape, so I decided to take those with me. I really like this Goodwill because even though it is small, it is very organized. The employees are super nice, and if something doesn't have a price, they will price it for you. They will let you buy it. So I really enjoy visiting this Goodwill. I thought these napkin rings were very cute, but I decided to leave those there. And then I really like the colorway on this teapot, but I have some teapots. I have a big heavy pottery piece that I bought last time I was here that I haven't sold yet. So even though I could have bought it, I don't have a lot of room for my inventory, so I do have to be a little bit selective on what I buy. Here I'm turning things over to see if I would find any more Port Marion. This is the store where I found the Port Marion jelly jar set. But unfortunately, I did not find any Port Marion, but I did find some cute things. I thought these Mikasa bowls were cute. I like the design on them, very vintage. And then onto the green section, this looked like it had fallen apart. I think it folded there, and you could set it out on a table. And then this wooden box reminded me of similar boxes that are usually made in Poland. I left that as well. It did have a lot of wear to the paint. And I really like these green glass cups. There were no saucers, so I decided to leave those. These bears were cute. More contemporary. I think they were made of resin. I always try to look at the backs of tiles because you never know if they are fancy schmancy tiles that are worth money. And I like this planter, but it didn't, to me, I felt that it wasn't vintage. I thought it was more contemporary, so I did leave that there. And then this orange mug, because it's orange, grabbed my attention. And the style of the mug I thought was very unusual. And it turns out these are pretty good sellers. So even though there was one mug, I did decide to pick that up. Even though it looks like I didn't. I did. I thought this might be a glassy baby. That's how large the glassy babies are. They're that big. And this strawberry napkin holder I thought was really cute. You could use that to hold your napkins or your letters or other things that need to be held. It has no chips or cracks, and the paint's in really great condition. I think that would be really cute in a kitchen. And then this, I almost got this. It was missing its spoon, this chili pepper dish. And then I noticed that there was a chip. I opened it up to see if there were any chips, and unfortunately there was a chip there, and it was missing its spoon, so I decided to leave that. I wanted to see what these were. They were just little ramekins, perfect for a beach house. They had a lot of fruit-oriented things there. And then moving on, I found this vintage brandy snifter from 1963. This is flashed glass. I have found some of these at auctions from the turn of the century. This one was in really nice condition, but looked very difficult. Very delicate to ship. So I decided to leave that there as well. And now we're moving into the brown section. Last time I was here, there was a lot of elephants. They didn't really have a lot of figurines this time around. This little bear was cute. I believe he was a piggy bank. Yep. I thought that sign was funny. And let's see what else. I think the brown section is one of my favorite sections to find because all sorts of things can go in here. Baskets and hard goods and stuff like these. These vases are very pretty. And creamer and sugar sets. I'm going to look at both of them. But first we're going to zoom in on these vases. These are ginger jars. Do I show us? Yes, made in China. So these are more contemporary in my opinion. Very nice decorative pieces. And then over here, let's see, not that. I have to look at everything. Let's see. I was wondering what this was. And then I think it's a air diffuser thing. I'm going to get to the sugar bowl. I promise. Slowly but surely. Some soup mugs or really large coffee mugs. Here we go. Now we're going to get to the sugar and creamer. I thought this was neat. Oops, the lid fell off, but it was okay. It was a neat looking, stylized look. It kind of reminded me of Moscow Mule mugs, those copper mugs. It didn't have any branding on it or marks on it. And so I did leave those there after I thought about it for a little bit. But I decided no. And then there was a partial nativity for $6.99. It was just these pieces. So you would need Joseph and another wise man. And then I always like to see if there's anything interesting in the bags. This was all Hershey stuff. I live close by to Hershey, and I thought this was interesting that it was a whole bunch of Hershey themed ornaments. And then over here there was a bottle brush tree, but I feel it was more modern and, you know, not an antique one or a vintage one. So I left those there. Then I realized that sign was covering up the bag. I think I'm in the Christmas section. Last time I didn't really look at the Christmas section, so I decided to see what they had. It's interesting, the Goodwills in this area are keeping Christmas up year-round, which kind of takes away from the excitement of when it's fall and you start seeing Christmas things coming out, but oh well. And then these were from Kmart. I thought these were neat. They were candle holders in the shapes of different snowmen faces. I thought those were neat. Those are probably worth a lot of money because Kmart's no longer around. And that was $1.99. And then this was interesting. These were corks, or sorry, stoppers set with rack. I thought that was interesting. I guess for wine bottles. And let's see what else. Some sparkly things. Looking for the vintage stuff. They were restocking, so I was trying to keep out of their way while they were putting things back on the shelves. And these were just recently put out. They were, do I show it? There you go. It was 2 ducks. But then there's a white one here. But this style of pottery reminds me of the dollar store. So if I'm completely wrong, be sure and tell me. But that style of pottery always reminds me of Dollar Tree figurines. I almost got this, even though it did have a lot of wear to it. And then I finally found a tag of where it was made, and it was made in China. So it wasn't vintage. And like I said, it had a lot of wear. Someone really liked that tablecloth because it had a lot of wear to the embroidery. And then I didn't look at the artwork last time I was here, so I decided to look at the artwork. I thought that was this was neat with the butterflies. And then the picture behind it had a t-shirt, and I thought it was real, but it was just a piece of paper. I was like, oh wait, there's not a real shirt in there. And then I thought this was a very sweet print. It had a lot of information on the back of it, and I did open up the frame, but it was just a print, and so I did leave that there. I do like to take things out of frames because I had just sold a large cross-stitch piece that a lot of people said, oh, I should keep it in the frame, but framed it weighed 8 pounds and that was not boxed up. So I like to take things out of the frame to save you on shipping, and then you can pick out whatever frame you have. And if a mat comes with it, of course, I include the mat. I thought this was very sweet. This is from 1976, Fitz and Floyd, little frame. And I spied this very tall vase on my way back up to the checkout, to the front of the store. It's very, very pretty. I can't find who makes it, so it's the only one in the world, no big deal. It's really, really pretty. Has a spiral, real thin spiral going around it. And then I decided to check out the Easter decorations to see if there is anything super duper cute that I needed to take with me. Last time I was here, I picked up a boy and girl bunny rabbit couple. That was a hobbyist piece. They had more of this stuff that you see here, and not really hobbyist figurines. The basket would have been nice to put some ceramic eggs in. And the last thing we're going to see is an update of my cart. And then she was putting out a new nativity set. This looked like Lenox, but it was actually made in China. So here is a picture that Jenny drew. And then you're going to come with us to a state park for a walk. We're going to go over to that museum and see what that's all about. It's all icy. Blue Ball Tavern. There's a large blue ball suspended from a pole. Oh, it announced travelers and teamsters you could stay overnight. That's pretty cool.
Jenny.
That's neat. Let's go closer. Oh, look at the little bridge. Museum hours. Sure, I'm recording.
How about this side?
Okay. That's a nice building. She's all dirty, but we'll clean her up. She has sticks. She takes the whole forest floor with her when she goes for walks. Look at this. Oh, look at that. This is a neat little bridge. Oh. I hope you enjoyed this video. We will definitely be back to Little Buffalo State Park because they have canoeing and kayaking and a lot more of it to explore when it's warmer. Here is everything I purchased at the Goodwill. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see ya!